Jade here from The Rawsome Truth. My goodness, the strangest thing came through my news feed on YouTube this morning. I woke up, as you do, you're flicking through all your different bits of social media, trying to catch up on everything. And I see a video by High Carb Hannah saying, we are now fruitarians. I thought, wow, that's a bit strange. And my phone was going flat. I'm like, damn it, I can't watch it now. So, of course, when your phone's getting flat, what do? You get out of bed. No one can handle having a flat phone when you're awake and in bed. So I get up, put my phone on the charger, and I go on a walk. And I'm thinking more and more about this. I'm thinking, gee, that's weird. She's been such a heavy promoter of starches and cooked food. And I'm thinking, that's really strange. Why would she be going fruitarian? So I kept thinking more and more, and all these little things are going through my head. I'm thinking, wow, wonder what she's thinking now. Is she going to do this or blah, blah, blah? Anyway, so I get home and I watched it. It went for 13 minutes and 35 seconds. And I know that because my partner wanted to go on another walk. And I said, well, you've got to wait 13 minutes and 35 seconds. So I'm watching the video. And they went off and they were buying fruit trees for their tiny little home they've got. For those who don't know who I'm talking about, High Carb Hannah, she's a big YouTuber. She's got about 250,000 subscribers, something like that. And she's a big promoter of the high carb, low fat diet, predominantly starch based. Hence my shock when I saw the thing. Anyway, and I'm not one of these people that thinks, oh, it has to be clickbait. I just thought, oh, well, maybe, let's see. Anyhow, it got me thinking. I actually watched 2 or 3 more of Hannah's videos today, and I've watched Hannah on and off throughout the last couple of years. She's always been someone I've rooted for because she was following Lauderdale for because she wanted to lose weight. Then she put on even more weight, and then she was struggling with her weight, as you do, and then she found the starch solution and she lost her weight on starch solution, and she looks lovely. She's done a fantastic job. And it got me thinking about lots of different things, and I've been asked this many times. Do I believe cooked foods are okay, a little bit of cooked foods? And I started, I started thinking about it all because I was looking at Hannah and I was listening to a video she said ultimately each individual needs to do what's best for them. And I couldn't agree more. When I first became a raw vegan, I started my own group. And my reason for starting my own group is there's a lot of elitists in the raw vegan movement. And I am a vegan first and foremost. I'm a vegan. I follow a plant-based diet. I follow a raw plant-based diet, but I'm a vegan. And ultimately for me, I'm on team vegan. I don't, if you're eating junk food vegan and you're happy doing that, I love you. I'm okay. I am all about people being vegan and people doing what is best for them. I'm at this point in time eating a raw food diet, and it's a plant-based diet, and it's all raw, and I'm doing that for me because at this point in time in my life, that's what feels good. If I later on decide I want to eat something else, I will eat something else, but it will always be vegan. And yeah, I got a little bit, high carb Hannah's doing that. But it didn't mean that I'm going to say, oh, she's not a fruitarian, she's not doing it right, blah, blah, blah. Whatever she's doing is working for her. She looks healthy, she looks happy. And, we can go on and say, ultimately our bodies are designed to eat fruit. Yes, they are. But, we have gone hundreds and hundreds of years eating cooked food, and I'm not going to sit there and rubbish other people for their eating practices. I think for each individual, you might look at what raw vegans are doing And when I say raw vegan, so I follow a high carb raw vegan diet. You might look and say, you know what, I think that'll work for me. For me, I had to give this a go because when I first became vegan, I was tiny, and I have put on probably 9 to 10 kilos since going vegan, and I never advertise that much that I've put on that amount of weight since going vegan because I'm pro-vegan, and I don't want people to say, oh, but I'm going to put on weight if I become a vegan. I came from an extremely calorie-controlled diet. I'll put a photo in there of how tiny I was when I first came to veganism. I followed Raw Till 4 predominantly when I first came over to veganism. I started to gain my weight. I'm not blaming it on Raw Till 4. My body may have just gone, wow, how much is she feeding me? Because I was eating to about 1,200 calories a day, and probably went up to eating about 2,500-3,000. I mean, if somebody's been starving themselves for 4 years like I was, and all of a sudden you say you can eat what you like, you're going to start eating what you like. And I was eating a lot of food, but I wasn't doing the heavy exercise because I slowed my exercise down. I went from running. I used to run 50 kilometres a week. As well as that, I was climbing big mountains twice a week. I was doing strength training. I was doing a lot. I was doing boxing training. I was doing a lot of excess exercise. But I damaged my feet severely, and I also did my back in, which totally slowed all my exercise down. And for the first 12 months, I was only walking. So I wasn't burning all the calories that I was burning either. So my body's just gone, and as well as that, I got extremely bloated from the excess grains, and lots of different things were happening. And I just thought, you know what, I've got to do something. I've got to heal my body, and I went raw. And it's working for me. My skin has cleared dramatically. If you saw my skin prior, and I'm going to put in a photo of my skin as well, how bad it was. So my skin has completely cleared. I've got beautiful skin now. I've got no makeup on except lipstick and mascara. I've got no makeup on, so my skin has really cleared. Starting to slowly lose weight. I'm 13 months into this lifestyle, so raw, and it has been slow, but I have lost all the bloating. I'm not getting clogged up anymore. So there's been lots of benefits for me in going raw. Now, I'm going to say for the record, I have never been on an all-starch diet. I've done fruit and starches mixed together, and I've done all fruit, but I've never done all starches. But I know it does work. My partner, who has struggled losing weight on everything, has been doing really, really well on a potato diet. He's been just eating all potatoes and spinach, and he has been losing weight. So if weight loss is your main objective, I'm not going to say there's anything bad about it. For me, it's all been about healing my skin and things like that. It may have worked if I had predominantly potatoes and whatever. It may have worked. I'm not to say it would have and wouldn't have. I don't know because I've never tried it. All I know is I've become very invested into eating a predominantly fruit diet, and I eat tender greens, and I've been enjoying it, and it's been working for me. And I think that's what you need to do. I have many people ask me many questions on different things. Find what works for you. But whatever you do, be consistent. You can't say that you're going to do all starches, so to speak, and then you add in the fruit, and then you add in excess fat, and you do, all those different things, and then you say, oh, well, it doesn't work. Or you're going to do raw, and then you're going to add in cooked food, and I might get a takeaway pizza, and I might do this, and hot greasy chips, and big vegan greasy burgers, whatever, and then say, oh, this raw business doesn't work. Are you actually raw? So, it's really important that you work out what works best for you. Anything that you do, though, no matter what, you must do it with self-love. You have to love yourself, and that for anybody wanting to lose weight, and it's all right. I hear these people saying blah, 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 but they've never been overweight. I've been overweight. And I know what it feels like to be overweight. So it's okay for people to say, oh, but this is the best. If you do it, follow this and do this. And if you don't, you're not doing vegan right. There's no right way to do vegan. Just don't eat dead animals. I understand being on that, weight loss journey, and you just feel horrible within yourself, and you want to feel better within yourself. You want to lose that weight. You don't want to feel heavy anymore. That's when you have to find what works for you. So I've finally answered that question, what I've been asked from time to time. I just want people to do what's best for them, but do it vegan. And that's the most important thing for me. I just will never, ever, ever want to put myself in is this hierarchy purist, hierarchy elitist where my way's right and every other way's wrong. There's lots of ways to do things, and ultimately I believe for anybody, if you want to be truly healthy, you have to find something that resonates with you. If something's making you miserable, and I hear people, if they're all raw, it's making them miserable, or if they're doing all potatoes, it's making them miserable. Whatever way you're doing something, if it's not making you happy, long term, it's not going to work. So find your groove, find that what works for you, find what makes you happy, practice self-love techniques every single day. Visualize yourself as the way you want to be and see yourself there, and really, really see yourself. If you want to look like whatever, look at somebody who's got a body shape similar to you. If you're 5'2", don't say you want to look like Elle Macpherson, because it's not going to happen. Find someone with a similar body shape to you, but in a smaller package, and visualize yourself and say, you know what, that can be me. I'm going to, strive for this. Even I used to tell women I worked with, because I've worked with a lot of overweight women over the years, I used to tell them, find a body shape that you resonate with, cut their head out, put your head on it, stick it on your fridge, really visualize yourself. Visualization for a lot of people is paramount, and if you can see yourself like that, things can happen. Visualize an outfit that you want to see yourself in. If you can see yourself wearing skinny jeans and a white top or something like that, visualize yourself in it. If your dream is to wear a crop top, visualize and really think about, what am I going to look like? What am I going to be like? What am I going to do on that day? Am I going to be, enjoying myself at a picnic and feeling happy? Am I going to be going to a sports game? Am I going to be wearing a beautiful black little dress and I'm going to a fancy restaurant? Whatever it is that's your dream, visualize it and make it happen, because the only person that's stopping you from making it happen is you. Anyhow, my name's Jade. This is The Rawsome Truth. Subscribe to my channel. Give us a thumbs up. There's going to be lots more videos to come. And remember, love life and live free. Bye for now.